This guy is a horror fan. He came to pay tribute to the writer Howard Philip Lovecraft. Like a Justin Bieber fan, he thinks about Lovecraft constantly. It is an all-consuming obsession that has led him from Switzerland all the way to America. He told me he learned English from watching My Little Pony videos.
Alright, well, I ended up going to the Chiller Theater Festival in New Jersey because my ex-boyfriend got tickets with his brother. They both were huge horror fans, and I was a huge horror fan all my life as well. So he ended up getting me a ticket, and I ended up going with the two of them down to Persephone, New Jersey. I think that's what it was called, Persephone, something like that. And while I was there, I dressed up as, before going there, I dressed up as the Lilu character from Fifth Element. So, because I knew that at these festivals, you kind of had to make an impression on people to be seen. So, I had created this costume for Halloween one year, and I figured, why not use it for multiple things, you know? And while I was there, I clearly made an impression because I got asked to participate in an interview for Showtime's show Masters of Horror. And I'm still not sure what happened with that interview, but I remember I had to sign a release and everything to be on it, and I didn't have Showtime at the time, so I'm not exactly sure what happened there. But while I was doing that interview, they first gave me a Chiller Theater black t-shirt with a pink cat, like black cat symbol, kind of looks like it's got its back hunched and arched, and it says Chiller Theater underneath in these cool letters, very horror-like letters, horror movie-like letters rather. And so that's how I ended up getting the shirt, from doing this interview for Showtime's Masters of Horror. So
the Chiller Theater.
So when I went to that's another reason I wanted to be seen or make an impression on people when I went to that Chiller Theater festival, horror movie festival, because you never know who's going to be there or what, there's a lot of actors, writers, potentially managers, that are just walking around in the crowd. So that's another reason I dressed up as Lilu from Fifth Element, because that is, one, a very memorable character from 90s film. Technically a science fiction movie, but the two kind of overlap. So science fiction and horror, the two genres. So I wanted to be seen in my presence, to be more defined, because I was building myself up as an actress, as a model, as a writer, as all these different, many hats that I wear, Jill of all trades, as I say, and to be more, for the networking capabilities.
I agree. If you're trying to make a splash at a place like that, wearing just a Misfits t-shirt isn't going to have as much of an effect.
Yes, that's for sure.
In fact, I know the last Connecticut horror cult classic film screening they had. I was proud that I had a Freddy Krueger t-shirt. And I was wearing it like a badge of honor. Yeah. And then I saw a little kid with a Freddy sweater, hand knitted. Wow. And the mother had hand knitted sweater, and they bested me. I thought I was awesome until I saw these two who were completely becoming characters.
Yep. And that's what you really have to do at those types of festivals, conventions, to be seen, to be noticed, to be the star, so to speak. I had so many different people come up to me during that specific convention that it felt like I was like a celebrity without being a celebrity.
Since we have that whole political correctness and social justice shitstorm going on in social media, I'm really annoyed by it. But I sometimes feel like you can't talk about any topic with anyone without having a really unnecessary discussion about racism or misogyny or homophobia and so on. I don't know. Mostly it's just for the sake of arguing, and it really isn't fun anymore.